Hey, I'm going out for drinks after work again. I'm not eating dinner at home.
Couldn't you have told me earlier? I already made you dinner.
There was nothing I could do about it. We decided on short notice. I work hard every day, unlike you. You're just a housewife. I'm so stressed every day. Don't complain about my going out for drinks every once in a while.
You don't go out for drinks every once in a while. This is the third time this week that you're going out for drinks.
It's only the third time. There are 7 days in a week. It's been only 3 times in 7 days. The frequency is obviously low.
You go to work 5 days a week. You've been out for drinks 3 times in 5 days. Can you still say that is low frequency?
You always quibble with me. You are so lucky I married you. No one else in the world would marry someone as annoying as you. If I hadn't married you, you would have stayed single your whole life.
What are you implying?
I'm saying, don't complain to me because I married you for your sake. You are lucky to be fed by me and live with ease. Live every day with that in mind. Understood?
I am grateful to you for that. But this is a different matter.
What? How is it different?
You've been going out for drinks so often lately that you have no time to spend at home. You said you would come home early to take care of Sarah today. Sarah has been looking forward to playing with her father. She finished dinner and took a bath early and has been waiting for you.
What are you talking about? I didn't make such a promise.
You did! You promised her yesterday. You broke your promise to take a bath with her yesterday, saying you decided to go out for drinks on short notice. I told you about how she missed you, and you said you would make up for it today. Are you going to break that promise too?
Ugh, you are so annoying. I'm busy. First of all, it's a woman's job to take care of her child.
What? She's not just my daughter. She's your daughter too. You made your promise. Be responsible for your own words.
Irresponsible? You are irresponsible for wanting me to take care of your child when you have free time at home all day. You're a housewife. I go to work every day. Can't you take care of your child all by yourself without depending on me?
How dare you say such a thing? Our jobs have nothing to do with taking care of our child. We're both Sarah's parents. It wouldn't hurt to spend some time with her.
You get on my nerves. I'm not coming home tonight. I have work tomorrow.
What? Are you serious?
I would have to see your annoying face if I come home. I can go out and drink without constraints now. Toodaloo!
Hey, Gary! Wait!
Hey, what's with this lunch? Did you do it out of spite for me?
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
What the flip is this, then? The lunchbox is full of yesterday's leftovers. Can't you even make lunch properly anymore?
I can, but... You know, the daycare has been temporarily closed lately. Sarah hasn't been feeling well, and I can't take her outside. So I have no time to go grocery shopping.
Why should I care? You can just leave Sarah at home and go grocery shopping.
There's no way I can do that. She's only 3 years old and can't even take care of herself. If I left her home alone and something happened to her, how would you take responsibility?
Ugh, you're such a pain! Even so, there's no excuse for this shitty lunchbox. How dare you make such a crappy lunch for your master? Do you still call yourself a housewife?
You have to understand. Would you go grocery shopping on your way home then? You didn't even get me a bottle of milk when I asked you last time.
Why should I do such a thing? I work every day. It's your job as a woman to take care of your child and do housework. You have plenty of time at home every day. You should deal with such an easy thing.
There's only so much I can do alone. You were opposed to my idea of going online grocery shopping, saying it was too expensive. Sarah is sick, and I have to keep an eye on her all the time. I have my hands full doing things around the house. How am I supposed to do more?
You are such a failure. I'm sure all the other housewives do their job more efficiently. You should work harder.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying this is all my fault?
Who else's fault can it be? This is all happening because you are inefficient. I feel sorry for Sarah for having a mother like you.
That's a terrible thing to say. I work hard on my own every day.
Fine. I'll help you out because you are such a hopeless housewife. I'll take care of Sarah for 2 hours on my next day off. You go grocery shopping then. You can at least do that, can't you?
Okay. I'll go grocery shopping then.
Make sure you buy everything you need. I won't help if you forget something. Bye. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'd have no mercy if you don't come back home within 2 hours. I'm going out for drinks this evening.
Are you going out for drinks? Again?
What, you got a problem? I work every day, and on top of that, I'm taking care of our child today. Do you think you're in a position to complain?
I got it. I'll finish shopping as soon as I can.
Oh, just so you know, if you come home late by a second, I will cut down on the budget for living expenses next month.
Wait a minute. I'm barely making ends meet now. I can't cut any more expenses.
That's because you're doing a terrible job tightening your budget. The problem will be solved if you do it better.
Just think about it. It's very hard to manage all the food, necessities, utilities on only $300. I've been spending down my savings to pay for living expenses. I have no money to spend on myself.
It's not my concern. Don't complain, you don't work. You just stay home all day and take care of your child. You don't deserve to spend money on yourself.
What are you saying? Are you telling me not to do anything other than housework and take care of Sarah?
Obviously, you're a housewife. The only thing you are allowed to do is housework.
That's awful. How can you tell me such a thing? You will know how much hard work it is to take care of a child once you spend time alone with Sarah.
What are you talking about? Taking care of a child is nothing. 2 hours will feel like a second.
I see. Taking care of a child is an easy thing for you. Good luck taking care of Sarah today.
I don't need luck. It'll be a piece of cake. It's only 2 hours. I'll keep her in a great mood the whole time.
Cool. Keep an eye on her. She's still recovering. Thank you.
I got it. Sarah must be more comfortable being with me than you. She's sleeping so peacefully right now.
Make sure to give her a snack and juice when she wakes up. I'm leaving now. 1 hour later.
Hey, it's an emergency. Pick up right now.
What's going on? Why are you freaking out? I can't pick up right now. I'm at the bank.
We don't have time. Sarah's gone.
What? Weren't you watching her?
We don't have time to talk. Sarah's gone missing. I'm looking everywhere around the house, but I can't find her.
Okay, I got it. Just calm down.
Calm down? I can't flipping calm down. You're going to blame me if anything happens to her. You know, you are the one to blame for this.
Am I the one to blame? How?
This is your fault. You went shopping carelessly.
Carelessly? You said you'd take care of her for 2 hours. It's only been an hour.
Don't talk back to me. It's also your fault that Sarah has gone missing. Come home ASAP and help me find her, please.
Keep looking. Forever.
What? Are you crazy? Aren't you worried that Sarah's gone missing?
I'm not. Because Sarah is with me.
Huh? Are you kidding me?
I'm not. When I finished shopping at the nearby grocery store and went outside, she was there sitting on a bench. I was surprised.
Sarah's with you? Seriously?
I asked her what you were doing and she said you were sleeping. She said she asked you to play with her but you didn't. So she came to see me. She must have known where to find me because I said I was going to the grocery store when I left home. She walked here all by herself because we come here often together. She got here safely just because it's close to home. What would you have done if something had happened to her on the way?
In the first place, you didn't lock the door when you left.
I did!
Huh?
She said she tried to open the door, but it was locked. So she went outside from the window in the living room. She said she told you she was hungry, but you were asleep. Didn't you say taking care of a child was a piece of cake? You said you'd keep her in a great mood for 2 hours. Sarah burst into tears of relief when she saw me.
You were taking too long to shop. That's why I fell asleep waiting for you.
When I met Sarah, it had been less than half an hour since I left home. Anyway, I'm eating lunch with Sarah right now. You're going out too, right? Don't be late for your appointment.
What's with your attitude? Are you looking down on me? You should have told me earlier that you were with Sarah. You made me worry sick.
What are you blaming me for? This is all your fault.
What? You went shopping carelessly.
All you had to do was just wait for me for 2 hours. You took taking care of Sarah lightly and took a nap. Don't you shift the blame onto me.
You don't get smart with me. That's it. I'm pissed. I'm going out for drinks. Don't call or text me. Hey, what are you two doing out so late? It's 8 p.m. It's inappropriate to be out with your child this late at night.
What happened? I thought you were going out for drinks.
The coworker I was supposed to go out with canceled on me at the last minute. He said his son got a fever. He should have just left him home alone.
He can't just leave him home alone. He has a sense of responsibility as a father. He must have never even thought about leaving his son home alone when he's sick.
What are you implying? Are you telling me that I'm a bad father?
I'm not saying you're a bad father. Everyone is different. But it is a fact that you don't have a sense of responsibility as a father, isn't it?
What is your problem? Don't get cocky with me. Do you want to fail as a wife as well as a mother? If you want to be still considered useful, come home now and make dinner.
I'll never be back again.
What? What do you mean by never?
Never means never. Sarah and I will never come back home.
What are you talking about? You can't do that.
Why?
What do you mean by why? You two live on my salary. You are reckless to leave home with Sarah all of a sudden.
Don't worry about us. We're on our way to my parents' house. Sarah is happy she will get to be with her grandma and grandpa.
What? Don't mess with me. What are you doing making the decision all by yourself?
Do you have a problem? I packed everything we needed when you weren't home. My parents are happy that we're going to live with them. Sarah is telling me, I don't need daddy, I only need mommy.
What? Sarah said that?
Can you blame her? You broke her promise countless times. You say you'd play with her, then play with your phone while ignoring her? Do you think your child would still love you after being treated that way?
But I'm her father. No daughters hate their fathers.
I don't think she hates you. I think she just lost interest in you.
What?
It hurts more than you thought, doesn't it? Indifference hurts worse than hatred. How do you feel about taking care of your child now? You have no time for yourself when you give your full attention to your child. Isn't it harder than you thought?
Nancy?
Oh, you remember my name. That's a surprise. You never call my name, so I thought you forgot.
No, please listen, Nancy. I've been working hard for you two.
I don't want to hear it. We're strangers now anyway.
What? Strangers?
You slapped me with signed divorce papers as a threat before, remember? I secretly kept them. I'm so glad it came in handy.
You're not talking about... Did you file those divorce papers without my permission?
Without your permission? You gave me those divorce papers. I just signed and filed them after a while.
Don't mess with me. I'm not getting a divorce. Come home right now.
What? No way.
What?
I will tell my parents about the way you've treated us when I get to their house. I will reveal to your parents exactly what's been going on as well. I will show them your messages as well.
Please, don't! My parents are going to kill me!
You had it coming. Goodbye then. Don't ever contact me again. I told my parents about what happened in detail. Then I called my ex-husband's parents to explain the situation. His parents scolded him harshly, and he was banned from his parents' house. After I demanded child support, he has been managing to raise money out of his insufficient salary. He has not been able to go out for drinks as much as he used to. I'm just glad I got my daughter out of that horrible situation when I could.
Hello, gorgeous. Are you ready to come visit my house for my nephew's birthday party? Remember to prepare a present for him, and most importantly, dress well. I want everyone to admire me for having such a wonderful and beautiful girlfriend like you.
Hi, baby. I've prepared a present for your nephew, but I'm very worried. What if your family doesn't like me?
Don't worry, I'm sure everyone will love you. You are very beautiful. Trust me, you'll be the highlight of the party. You're the looks, and I'm the brains in the relationship. That's how it works.
So, you're saying you're only with me because of my looks?
Basically, I mean...
What, so if I didn't have my looks, you wouldn't be with me?
Well, maybe. I don't mean anything by that. But you just got looks and nothing else, and that's what makes me proud. Every time I go out on the street with you, other men look at you and admire me because I have you. It always gives me a sense of victory and pride.
No, you love me for me, right?
Babe, I'm just teasing. Of course I love you for you.
I mean, what if I were really fat? Or had acne spots and pitted scars or freckles? Would you still want to marry me?
Oh, no, honey. I am such a wonderful, successful, and handsome man, so my wife must be beautiful and fancy too. I would definitely never date someone the size of a whale, let alone marry. And you seem to have gained a bit of weight lately. Maybe you should hit the gym to prepare for our wedding. I want you to stay sexy and slim.
What? Are you kidding? I didn't realize I had gained weight. I guess I just feel like you only care about my looks, not who I am as a person.
Come on, Chris, don't be ridiculous. Of course I care about who you are. But let's be real. Physical attraction is important in a relationship. And I want to be with someone who takes care of themselves and looks good.
I understand that, but when you said you wouldn't marry someone the size of a whale, it really made me feel insecure. I can't stop thinking about it. And I'm scared that you'll leave me if I gain weight or if I don't look as good as I used to.
Oh, Chris, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I love you for who you are, not just your looks. I think you're beautiful no matter what.
But what if I'm not beautiful anymore? What if I'm not the same person you fell in love with?
You'll always be the same person to me, Chris. And even if you do gain weight or your appearance changes, it won't change how I feel about you.
Okay, I'll try to believe you.
Trust me, baby. I love you more than anything in this world.
Hey, Mike? Where are you? I need you to come over and sign the surgery form.
Surgery form? What for? I mean, your face was already ruined. Even if you have more surgery, you won't be as beautiful as you used to be. It's just a waste of money, Chris.
How can you say that to me, Mike? Didn't you say just a few days ago before the bandages were taken off that you would love me no matter what? And now that I'm not as beautiful as I used to be, you're saying that it's a waste of money to have surgery? Also, you're calling me stupid for trying to save your nephew from the fire.
Chris, I didn't mean to hurt you, but you have to understand that I'm upset about what happened to your face. And yeah, you did act stupid and careless by running into a burning house to save a child. Isn't the first thing you should do when you see a fire flare up to protect that face? Now look at you. Your neck and face both have 2nd and 3rd degree burns. The doctor told me that there's almost no chance you'll ever be as pretty again as you used to be.
So you're saying that my appearance is more important to you than my life? You said that you loved me no matter what, but now you're acting like my face is the only thing you care about. And don't you dare call me stupid for saving a child's life. That child is your nephew. And I couldn't just stand there and watch him burn. And to this day, I still can't believe that when you guys found out that there were still people trapped in that house, not a single member of your family rushed in to save the child. It's really cruel and heartless.
Hey, watch your mouth. We didn't know there were still people trapped inside. It was a chaotic situation, and we were trying to get everyone to safety. We're not heartless or cruel. We're human beings who make mistakes. Even if I knew, I wouldn't put myself in such a dangerous situation, but would calmly wait for the fire department to arrive.
Wait? Until when were you going to wait? Until the boy turned to ashes?
I know, Chris, and I appreciate what you did for my nephew. But I just can't help feeling angry and frustrated about what happened to your face. I'm sorry for being insensitive, but I can't just pretend like everything's okay. And as for your appearance, of course it's not the only thing I care about. But let's face it, looks matter. And I'm just worried about how this is going to affect us.
How could you say that? I thought you loved me for who I am, not just what I look like. And now that I don't look like your idea of pretty, you're acting like I'm some kind of burden.
No, Chris, that's not what I meant. I'm not trying to make you feel like a burden, but I can't ensure my love for you will be the same. And we have to face the reality of the situation. Your face is never going to be the same again, and we have to figure out how to deal with that.
Really? I just feel so insecure now, Mike. I'm scared that you'll leave me if I don't look as good as I used to.
Really? Now let's sign that surgery form and get you on the road to recovery. We'll get through this together, I promise.
Thank you for being here with me, Mike.
Hi, Chris. I wanted to check in since you missed your psychotherapy appointment today. The therapist didn't see you, and she said you weren't picking up your phone, so I'm just texting to see if you're okay. If you're busy, I can tell her to reschedule your appointment for a later time. Is everything fine?
No, I didn't forget my appointment. It's just, I didn't want to go out in public because of my burned face. I feel ugly and disgusting and don't dare to face people. Even if I can't see myself in the mirror now, how can I have the courage to go out into the street?
I understand how you feel, Chris. In that case, let's have an online therapy session today, and I'll be your special therapist. How are you feeling today?
Did you seriously just ask me how I feel? My face is burnt to a crisp. I look like I'm wearing a Halloween mask. 24/7. It's a nightmare.
I understand how difficult this is for you. It's tough to imagine what you're going through.
No, you can never understand me. Whenever I go out, I have to wear sunglasses and cover my face with a mask, and people treat me differently. If I forget to wear it, people will look at me with pity and stay away, and children will point at my face and call me a monster.
I know this might sound horrible to hear, but there are many things to be grateful for.
Such as? I lost my job because they told me my face scares customers away, and they said that working in the beauty industry isn't as ugly as this. My dog barks at me every time she sees me. My friends don't recognize me, and whenever I want to meet them, they always find excuses to refuse me. And to top it all off, my fiancé doesn't want me anymore. You'll never know how upset I am.
But you're alive. It's not everything, but it's a start.
Yeah, that's not really saying a lot.
Your fiancé may need some time to get used to your new look, and it could also be that the side effects of your medication are making you more sensitive.
No, my fiancé doesn't love me anymore. I can tell by his actions recently. He always avoids me and doesn't cuddle me like he used to. Look at me. I'm hideous.
Chris, what makes a person beautiful is who she is on the inside. And to me, you are the most beautiful, bravest, strongest, and most admirable girl in the world. You used your body to shield a child from burns without a moment's hesitation. That's an incredible act of courage and kindness.
But no one said I did the same thing as you. They blamed me for being too careless, stupid, and rash. At that time, I didn't have time to think. I reacted because I didn't want the child hurt, so I rushed out to help him. I can't imagine how miserable his life would be if he got burned like this. If I don't do something, I will live my life in regret.
Exactly. And that's what makes you so beautiful. You're a kind and selfless person. And if your fiancé can't see that, then maybe it's best not to marry him.
Thank you, Doctor. I feel a bit better now.
I'm glad to hear that, Chris. I've been doing some research on burn victims and their recovery, and I found a specialist in New York who's had tremendous success in treating severe burns like yours. I've arranged a meeting with her, and I'm confident that together we can find the best possible treatment for you, so that you can become the beautiful girl you once were. Well, actually, you've always been beautiful.
Thank you so much, Dr. David. You've been great.
It's my pleasure, Chris. Thank you for sharing your feelings with me.
It's late, Mike. Where are you now?
My buddy John is having a basketball match tonight. I'm gonna go down there to watch with the guys.
Oh, I love basketball. Send me the location and I will come join you guys. I'll get ready right now.
No, baby. This is like a guys-only thing. Really, just stay at home.
What's happening? You always bring me to gatherings with your friends.
But things have changed.
What changed? We still love each other, don't we?
Your face, Chris. It's not what it used to be. Oh, you know what I mean.
Are you embarrassed? If you're embarrassed, you can tell me, you know. I mean, we haven't talked properly in over 4 months. You hardly even look at me anymore. You haven't slept on the same bed with me. And I'm starting to think that you don't want to marry me anymore.
Alright, you want to know the truth? Yes, I'm embarrassed. And I'm sick of pretending to be happy in this relationship. I mean, look at you. You're disgusting. I try my best to act like normal, but I can't. It looks like somebody took a cheese grater and just let loose on your face. And marry you? Are you kidding me? Who would want to marry you right now? God, you look like Freddy Krueger.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm breaking up with you. Alright? I'm sorry, but your face puts me off.
How could you say such things to me? Don't you know how much I love you? Don't you remember all the good times we've had together?
Of course I remember the good times, Chris. But those times are gone now. Things have changed, and I can't keep pretending that everything is okay. I'm just being honest with you as you ask, and the truth isn't always easy to hear, Chris.
So you're just going to throw everything away because of the way I look? You're going to break up with me because of something that's beyond my control?
It's not just about the way you look, Chris. It's about the fact that I can't be with someone who I'm not attracted to. It's about the fact that I can't keep pretending to be happy when I'm not. I'm sorry, Chris, but I can't do this anymore. And you could have avoided this if you hadn't intended to be such a heroine.
No, Mike. I'm not trying to be anyone. I'm just trying not to live in sin and regret for the rest of my life for standing on the sidelines while watching someone die.
So what? Do you hope my family will feel grateful to you and consider you as a benefactor? Let me tell you, the other day after visiting you from the hospital, my family wouldn't allow me to marry you anymore because they said your face was too scary and they didn't want the neighbors to talk about it. My nephew cried when he saw you, didn't he? He told me that you're a monster.
Whoa, that really hurts. You could have told me this before, Mike. Instead, you strung me along, pretending everything was okay. How could you be so heartless? You gave me hope, but in the end, you were the one who extinguished my hope.
Yes, whatever you want. I just want to say that I'm breaking up with you, and you should move out of the house before I come back.
No, Mike. You're wrong. I'm the one who's breaking up with you.
What? You're breaking up with me? You should be begging and holding me back.
Yes, I am. I can't be with someone who is so shallow and cruel. You're willing to throw away a 4-year relationship because of something that is beyond my control? And then you insult me and my appearance, saying such hurtful things? I can't be with someone who treats me like that.
You're not being fair, Chris. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm just being honest with you.
Honesty is one thing, Mike, but there's no excuse for being cruel. You could have expressed your concerns in a much kinder and more constructive way. But instead, you chose to insult me and my appearance. That's not something I can forgive or forget easily. And one more thing. You're making a mistake here, Mike. You are the one who needs to move out, not me.
What? You're kicking me out of my own home?
This isn't your home, Mike. I paid for it before we even started dating. And since you clearly have no respect for me or my feelings, I think it's best if you leave.
Fine, I'll leave. But don't think you can just kick me out and forget about me. You'll surely regret not begging me to stay there. No one will date you anymore.
I'm not trying to forget about you, Mike. But I can't stay in a relationship where I'm constantly being insulted and degraded. It's not healthy for either of us.
Oh, so now you're the one who's concerned about our health? That's rich.
I just want us both to be able to move on and find happiness in our own lives. And if that means we have to part ways, then so be it. I deserve someone who loves me for who I am, not just for my appearance.
Good luck finding someone who can love that face of yours.
I don't need your luck, Mike. I have faith that I'll find someone who can appreciate me for who I am, not just for my looks. And as for you, I hope you find happiness too, but it won't be with me.
Hey, Chris. How've you been? It's been so long since we talked. How's life treating you?
Mike? Why are you suddenly reaching out? It's been 3 years and I haven't heard from you. Is everything okay?
No, everything is not okay at all. I just miss you a lot. I can't stop thinking about you after all these years.
What? Are you kidding me? That year you said you didn't love me anymore because of my ugly face, remember?
Actually, 2 years ago, something terrible happened to me. I was attacked by a gang, and they slashed my face, leaving me with a long, hideous scar. My left eye is also blind, so I can only see out of one eye now. Since then, no girl wants to date me.
Oh my god. That's awful. What happened exactly?
I was out drinking with my friends and I got very drunk. I couldn't control my behavior and got into a fight with a gang. They did this to me. My family spent all their money on my treatment, but it hasn't helped much. I miss you so much, Chris. I think we're a good match now. I'm sure you've been lonely all these years, haven't you?
I'm so sorry for what happened to you, Mike, but I can't get back to you.
Why not? Do I need to apologize or beg you to come back? Come on, Chris. We're both equally ugly now. Don't make it so hard for me. You're not a petty person, are you?
No, Mike. It's not that I'm holding a grudge from the past. It's just that I'm engaged and my wedding is next week.
What? You're getting married? To whom? Who would want to be with someone with a scarred face like yours?
He's my dermatologist, David. He's been there for me over the years, taking care of me and helping me feel beautiful again. He was by my side when I was at my lowest and always told me that I was the most beautiful person in the world. He helped me stay positive and have faith in life again. And my face is no longer scarred. It's beautiful again.
What do you mean, beautiful again? That's impossible!
David spent a lot of time researching methods for my surgery, and after 15 surgeries using skin grafting, my face has healed and recovered.
You're lying to me, Chris. I can't believe you're getting married to someone else. You were mine, and now you belong to someone else?
Mike, please calm down. I'm sorry, but I can't change how I feel. It's been years since we broke up, and I've moved on.
How could you do this to me? After everything we've been through, you just throw me away like garbage?
I didn't throw you away, Mike. You chose to end things between us. And now I found someone who loves me for who I am, scarred or not.
I can't believe this is happening to me. You are supposed to be mine. I'm the only one who truly understands you.
That's not true, Mike. David has been there for me through thick and thin. He accepts me for who I am and loves me unconditionally. And he's the one I want to spend the rest of my life with.
You'll regret leaving me, Chris. You'll see that no one will love you like I did.
Mike, please stop. Your words are hurtful and untrue. I wish you all the best, but I can't be with you anymore.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry, Mike, but I have to go now. Please take care of yourself.
No, you can't just treat me like that. Why am I the only one who has to live a miserable life with such a disgusting face in the end?
I believe someone will love you for who you really are, Mike. You should be optimistic.
No, don't talk nonsense anymore. Come back to me right now.
As the days passed, I heard that Mike's life spiraled out of control. He became increasingly bitter and resentful towards the world. His once charming personality turned into a spiteful one, and he became isolated from everyone around him. Despite seeking therapy and trying to come to terms with his past, he was unable to shake off the feeling of bitterness and hatred. His life was consumed by his resentment towards me and his own misfortune. Meanwhile, my relationship with David continued to flourish. I finally had a fairy tale wedding like I've always wanted. And now, we have 2 very beautiful babies. We are deeply in love and support each other through thick and thin. We were happily married and building a life together filled with love, joy, and new possibilities. David was always there for me during the hard times, and we shared many happy moments together. We often talk about their future and the family we hope to build, grateful for the chance we had to find each other and start a new chapter in our lives.